Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome to another beer review. So happy to be in the studio. I'm really enjoying my new studio. It's still under the phase of construction. Although I've been pumping out the reviews like there's no tomorrow. I do still need to spend some time in here to, put some foam on the walls, like I've said before in the past episodes. And I still have not found an exterior door to finally seal off this area. And with the weather cooperating, it is getting warmer in here. So at least there's that, but it's not going to be warm forever. We live in New Brunswick. We will get the winter at some point again very soon. Sadly the summers do go by very fast. But summer's around the corner, and I'm super happy about that. And despite the current conditions, hopefully if things keep going that way, we will have somewhat of a salvageable summer. But in the meantime, speaking of living in New Brunswick, what the fuck is this doing here? So I was beyond surprised, when I walked into the NBL, and just I walk in and I zone out, and I go to my usual spots to pick up my beers, and I look on the import side too as well, and what's coming in from the provinces, Ontario, where this one here comes from, and Nova Scotia, PEI, New Brunswick, all the craft beers there. Which this one here should have been with the Ontario stuff, being that it is from Ontario. But as I'm walking out, I got my basket full of beer, and I see that. What the hell? That's on the side shelf. Out of nowhere. I don't know how come it's here. I have not seen any other publications saying that Nickel Brook was coming to New Brunswick. This is the first time I've seen Nickel Brook in New Brunswick. I don't know if they've been here in the past or not, but I am happier than a pig in shit. I'm so happy. This is great beer. I had the opportunity to go to Toronto just before the massive COVID outbreak throughout this entire country, and I did sample quite a few Nickel Brook beers, and of course my good buddy, our good buddy, everybody's good buddy, Mr. Drunk Polk on Instagram and YouTube puts out his fair share of Nickel Brook reviews, and definitely has me craving some with all the nice things he has to say about that beer. So definitely it was on my list of beers to taste when I was in Toronto, and I did get a chance to snag a few cans, but this can here is not one of them from Toronto. This one here is at ANBL in New Brunswick, at least in Bathurst right now, and I'm beyond excited. You guys should all be excited as well. New Brunswickers, this is a absolutely well I tasted it before, because if you think I was able to bring a beer here and wait until I should review before having a can, you're crazy. You're really crazy. I obviously had it, and I can't remember if I had it in Toronto or not. I didn't bring back much. I drank quite a bit when I was out there, but I had it. It's great. It's all the greatness. It's a hell of an awesome IPA, and I'm so happy to have it here in New Brunswick. I don't know what the plans are for it. I don't know if they're going to continue on bringing this beer into the province. I really do hope that they do, and they can bring in some more stuff as well. I'd love to see more of their stuff here in the province. I absolutely love it. So this one here, the Headstock IPA. From what I can understand, I'm kind of thinking this might be like their flagship beer, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a widely available beer, but definitely not available in New Brunswick until this past week. So this one here is an IPA, 80 IBU, definitely up there in the IBU measures, and you're sitting on a whopping 7% ABV, so a very high ABV on this one here. It's just near that double IPA realm of 8%. It's I'm happy with it. As far as price point, you know what? The price wasn't on the shelf when I took it, and I didn't pay attention to what I paid. For it, I was just too fucking excited to have some Nickel Brook in my basket in my hometown in New Brunswick, in Bathurst. So I didn't pay attention to the price. So I really can't say what the price point on this beer is, but the great way to find out is to go and buy one, or 2 or 3 or 4. I definitely highly suggest it. And we'll see what kind of color this beer is pouring very soon. And you'll be just as excited as I am. So if we read the can, here it says, get ready to rock with this West Coast IPA. Like an overdriven guitar, this hopped up brew cuts through the noise to deliver a face-melting solo of bright citrus and tropical fruit with a sweet baseline of caramel malts and reverberating pine grapefruit finish. Headstock is a total rock star. Turn it up, because this beer goes to 11. I'm sold. I'm sold on that, and I'm thinking that you guys should be sold on that as well. This is really one of the best descriptions on a beer can I've seen so far. Really hitting all my check marks and what I like to see on a can. Definitely an awesome can. Definitely revolving around guitars being a headstock. So very, very awesome. Nice can art. You can't miss it if it's in New Brunswick at your NBL. If it isn't there, ask for it. Hopefully we'll be able to get it in there. And, you got to try some out for sure. So let's pour that out into this wonderful glass from Jymline Glassware, who are generous enough to hook me up with a bunch of glasses. And this one here is really, really awesome. I might have spoken about this in my past episode before, but this one here has a nice engraving on the bottom of it. I'm going to zoom it really close to the camera. I hope you guys can see it instead of just seeing my face upside down, but it's got a hop design. I'm hoping that you guys can see it very, very well. If not, well, that wasn't worth very much. But anyway, it's got a nice little detail in it. So, for all your glass needs throughout Canada, Jymline is the place to go for growlers, glasses, coffee mugs, whatever you need. Steins, they got it. They'll print your brand on it and really create some awesome brand awareness. So, let's check it out. The Headstock IPA from Nickel Brook. I'm very happy with it. Very, very happy. Hot damn, that smells good. It's the IPA of IPAs. It's so well done. And I like strong ABV beers. And this one, and I don't like it to be I love a good double IPA. My glasses aren't clean because they've been sitting in the garage for a little bit. So pardon me for the bubbles clinging on. Well, actually, it's not that bad. I got to get a water source out here to get a sink to get these glasses washed up. So, wow, definitely a beautiful head on that. Beautiful head retention. Look at that color, though. This is absolutely amazing. Nice haze to it. Nice light yellow color. Beautiful, beautiful beer. And this one here, I looked at the date because you can never tell sometimes with beer that comes from far how fresh it is. This one here is less than a month old. So in the IPA game, that's right on, spot on with the freshness and where you want the hops to taste like. And, it had a little bit of time in the can, which is perfect. It's not 5 months old. You're just under 4 weeks. So this was packaged on March 30th. And I'm shooting this on April 20-something. It might be released after April 30th, if there's a 30th of April. But anyway, I'm drinking it right now today. Less than a month old. So I'm super happy about that. So hats off to those guys there to brew beer, ship it out to New Brunswick, and have it on the shelves within the 4-week mark. So let's see what we've got here as a beer. I'm really excited. So again, with the strong beers, for an IPA, yeah, 6% is good, which is usually most IPAs will sit at 6%. But 7% is really fun. It's kind of meets you in the middle with the double IPA. Double IPAs will really get you going a little bit too much for me anyway, for my taste. But that 7% mark in an IPA for me is the sweet spot. I've grown to like stronger beers. It's no secret. But, I do like sessionable beers in their right place. But right now it's fairly late at night. And I haven't been working for quite a long time due to the quarantine. So 7% is right in the ballpark of where I want it to be tonight. So sharing with you guys. So I hope that you guys had a chance to grab a few cans of this before the video heads out. And I'm hoping that you guys are all having one right now while we're going through this. Because this is a killer beer. And if this is just like a fluke shipment that we were getting, which I really doubt that it is. I'm sure that Nickel Brook has worked very hard to get into the province. Don't take your chances and grab it, because you don't know how long this will last in the province. And, just, you can stock up if you want. Share with your friends. Tell them how good it is. Because trust me, after you have a drink of this thing, you're going to be telling everybody how good it is. So let's dive in. Beautiful aroma. Like it says, citrus, tropical, wonderful beer. Aroma is really, really nice. Wow. Again, I know I've had it before, but it was a few days ago, so I kind of forgot how it tasted. But holy moly, this is really, really good. What a nice bitterness bite at the back end of this one here. Truly a West Coast style IPA. Absolutely wonderful. Piney resin, it really lingers on behind. So definitely this is not a beer for the faint of the heart. If you're a hop head, you will absolutely love this. Is so well done. It hits all the marks that I would look for in an IPA. Wow, this is really good. Nice fruity start to the drink, and then you get hit with that huge piney bitterness. What an amazing IPA. If this is their flagship, I have no doubt that this must be flying off the shelves everywhere it goes. And I don't doubt that it will do the same here in New Brunswick. So, again, get your headstock now. Oh my God, yeah. Very good beer. Very good beer. Light tasting going down. Those malts, they are there, but very, very hidden away with all the copious amount of hops. And for hops here, we've got a list of hops. We've got some Simcoe, Amarillo, and Mosaic hops. So all three hops that bring in lots of amazing flavors. As you can see in the beer, tropical, citrus, fruity, that massive, massive pine finish, pine resin finish on it. So absolutely a wonderful beer. Definitely a beer I could sit here and drink very much a lot of. I wish I had many more cans. I'm going to have to go back and get some more, I guess. That's just the nature of things. So, Nickel Brook, keep sending them up this way here. I absolutely love your beer. Assuming that the rest of the province here will be just as excited as I am to have this beer here in the fridge. So, on that note, cheers, and we hope to see more Nickel Brook in New Brunswick. That's good. Amazing. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good.